Someone in Louis' pen? Oh, yeah. Timekeeper's ready. Competitors set, go. I went through it the first heat of the 18 shearers that qualified through to the semi-final, looking for a spot in the final. We're going from 18 down to 6. It's a cruel cut. They know they're going to have to be on top of their game to get through into the top 6. Only the best will do it. Belly's out and into the first hind leg already. These are Corriedales, ladies and gentlemen. They're not the fastest shearing sheep in the world, but they're a beautiful line of Corriedales from Marble Point Station up there near Hamner Springs, into the top of the head for Sean Burgess. Up comes Lyle Windleburn. Sean's on 3, Lyle's on 4. Lionel Tomata there on stand number 5. He's around the back of the head if that sheep will let him. Giving a bit of a kick and a wriggle and just slowing proceedings down a bit for Lionel, but way into the first front shoulder he goes. Pot up to Abraham. I reckon he's won this event here in the past. And away he goes into the long blow. Pot up to Abraham from Masterton, ladies and gentlemen, down there on stand number 6. Leading the field into the long blow. Another shot, he'll turn for home. Around onto the last cheek he comes. That man down on the back stand, he's a hell of a shearer. Great to have these North Island boys down. Of course, he brought his 2 brother-in-laws with him, the Gordon boys, and they've had a fantastic day as well. Down the last side for Parata Abraham. Last front shoulder for Burgess. Last front shoulder for Windleburn, and Lionel Tomata there on stand number 5. Wipes all the fribs off under the leg, uses his left hand to get a bit more, and down into the flank he drops. But Parata Abraham, 1.5 minutes on the clock, and he slides out sheep number 1, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of work on these Corriedales, so 1.5 minutes is a pretty good time, Kerry.
Yeah, it is, Norman. It's all go now, ladies and gentlemen. Semi-final we have 18 competitors. We will be cutting it down to 6. Only the best 6 will go through, ladies and gentlemen, into the final later on in the afternoon. Sheep number 2 on the board for these competitors. Corey Smith into the pen. He goes on stand number 1. Away they go. Down the belly, Lionel Tomata, the boy from the deep south, leading the way. Undermine time, Pirata Abraham right there. The right Require flyer, Sean Burgess, we've just seen him shear in the blades. He's backing it up with a pretty handy shear in the semi-final here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, proudly sponsored by PGG Wrightsons and VetMed, ladies and gentlemen, and a cracking line of Marble Point Station Corriedale Hoggets. Some of the best shearers in the world, some of the best shearers on display here today, ladies and gentlemen. What a treat we have coming up for you in the open final. The question is, who's it going to be? Who's going to make that top final? There's 6 competition sheep to be shown, and all of these guys want to go. 18 want to make into the 6, but it doesn't go. Only the 6 of the best will go through, ladies and gentlemen. And Lionel Tomata, down and out the flank he goes. Lyle Windleburn, down and into the long blow he goes. Sean Burgess, into the pen he goes. Sheep, what's he on to? Sheep number 3 or 6 in the pen, ladies and gentlemen. Under the final shoulder goes Corey Smith, the boy on 1. Tomata in, Pirate Abraham in. Under the final shoulder, Lyle Windleburn, down and out the flank he goes. Finishing touches there for him. Made the Canterbury Circuit final yesterday, the young fella. He's a up-and-coming prospect, the boy on stand number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Good local boy too. Into the pen he goes. Sheep 3 on the board, but it's still the boys on stands 5 and 6 leading the way. The North Island boy, Pirata Abraham, up and round the shoulders he goes. Takes the trimming, foresight of the shoulder and down into the long blow he will work. Lionel Tomata, the boy from the deep south, the Southern boy, rolling round and drops on down into the long blow he goes. Semi-final times, ladies and gentlemen, 18 shearers, 6 spots up for grabs. Only the best will go through. Under the final shoulder, down and out the flank, the boy on 3. The Require flyer, Sean Burgess. Down and out the flank, leading the way in the semi-final. Couple more blows for him. Into the pen he will go. Sheep 4 on the board for him. Lewis Pentacol, the boy on 2. The boy from Chile, up and round the shoulders he goes. Traditionally not the fastest shearer, but very, very clean. Very, very hard to take points off him, ladies and gentlemen. Away he goes, down the first leg, Sean Burgess. The boys on 5 and 6, belly will come in off of them, and they'll hit that first leg like a ton of bricks. Undermine time there for Burgess, and he'll step up. Break the neck will open, take the cheek will, and he'll work his way up and around the shoulder. The boy, Corey Smith, down there on stand number 1. Under the final shoulder, he'll come, takes the trimming. Top side of the leg, bottom side of the leg, that sock ball comes off, and down and out the flank he'll come. Lyle Windleburn, in he goes for sheep number 4. Pentacol into the pen he goes, the boy on 2. Couple more blows for Corey Smith, and he'll go in. Sheep number 4 on the board for him. And away he goes, down the first leg, down their belly, and the belly wall gets chucked clear, but it's still the boy from the Rakaia. The Rakaia flyer, the boys like to call him, Sean Burgess, finishing blows there for him. Into the pen he goes, sheep 5 on the board. 6 in the pen this year, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, a bit of a niggle there, bit of a niggle. He said, easy, darling, easy, easy. I know you like being tickled, but just let me take your belly off. Lionel Tomata, down and out the flank he goes. He'll be in there for sheep number 5, Pirate Abraham. 5th sheep on the board for him. He'll be looking for a place later on in the final. Down the first leg he works. 1, 2, 3 of the big shots down the leg, and then into the undermine. 1, 2. And he'll take the top 9 and step up. Break the neck will open. Lyle Windleburn under the final shoulder he'll come. Takes the trimming, bottom side of the leg, and down and out the flank, but it's still the boy, Sean Burgess. That sheep's giving him a bit of gentle. He said, easy, darling, easy, easy, easy. Down and over the last side. I just want to take your jacket off. Under the final shoulder. Takes the trimming, top side of the leg, bottom side of the leg. That sheep are really giving it to him, Sean Burgess. So he's a pretty experienced shearer, Norm. The Rakaia flyer, he's had a difficult one, but down and out the flank he goes. He's shearing well from the blades into the machines, Norm.
Yeah, Sean Burgess' finishing touches there for the young fella from Rakaia on stand number 3, in and out for his last sheep. Sheep give a bit of a kick and wriggle, cost him a few seconds that time, and it just allowed Pirate Abraham to come back at him a bit. And Lionel Tomata out on the board for Pirate Abraham with sheep number 6 as well, so he's only a couple of 3 shots back off Sean Burgess' pace. Lionel Tomata whoops out the hind leg over the tail, another couple of shots, and he'll be getting his final one out on the board as well. There he is, in and out with sheep 6. Hang on to her there, young fella. Top man. He'll be fullback for the All Blacks, that boy, one day. Mark my words. Might be Dan Carter's son. Into the first hind leg for Lionel Tomata. Opens it up. He'll step through and up the neck very shortly. Pirate Abraham does that. Sean Burgess, so sheep 6 on the board. Final sheep on stand number 3, and he's away up the long blow. Big sweeping blows right through to the base of the ear, and he turns for home. Louise Pinkole down over the last front shoulder, so Sean's almost got one around him, and goes Windleburn on 4. Last sheep coming out for Lyle Windleburn, so the closing stages of heat number 1, and the top 18 to the PGG Rights and Vetmed Open. Under the leg for Sean Burgess, and down, he's leading the field home in the Lister Shearing Stadium. Right out to the toe for Sean, another couple of shots. Rolls around over this hamstring, out to the toe, over the tail. And time clock stopped there for Sean Burgess. Well done, Sean. Louis Pinkole, Corey Smith on the front stands, blow for blow as they work their way out onto the board with their 6th and final sheep. Pirate Abraham, another couple of shots, and his time clock will be stopped as well down there on stand number 6. The Masterton man. Well done, Pirate. Time clock stopped there. Lionel Taumata from Gore in the deep south. Over the tail. Well done, Lionel. Time clock stopped there. Next man to reach for the cord will be Lyle Windleburn there on stand number 4. And stands 1 and 2 having a bit of a ding-dong up there as they work their way around and towards the first front shoulder. Corey Smith might be a shot or two out in front of Luis Pincol right now. Luis from Chile in South America, living and working out of the South Island of New Zealand now. Corey Smith, originally from Rakai, just down the road, one of the well-known Smith family of shearers, and living and operating out of Waimate down South Canterbury. Well done, Lyle. He's a local Canterbury shearer too, the young fella there on stand number 4. Down the last side for Corey Smith, making a beautiful job as he works his way out to the toe in the top 18. He'd be happy enough to make it this far. Let's see if he can go all the way. Well done, Corey. And having the last say is Luis on stand number 2. Very tidy shearer, this young fella, so quality comes into it. It's not all about speed, so quality points might drag Luis back up the ladder a wee bit. Well done, Luis. Beautifully shorn sheep. That's heat number 1 of the top 18, ladies and gentlemen. Heat 2 can get themselves organised. On stand 1, we'll have Hugh DeLacy, Willie McSkimming on 2, Tardy Edwards on 3, Brett Roberts on 4, Alex Smith on 5, and Jack Fagan, stand number 6.